Morning, Aaron.
Morning, Harrison.
How's it going?
It's it's been not so good. I I didn't have enough confidence and I closed these sales on 7 pips profit.
Oh, really?
Yeah, because I was looking at a 5 minute and it forms bullish candle, and then
Uh,
yeah, I just like I have a minor support down around 500, so I think yeah I just closed it. But and boom, it would just went down to my TP. It's all right.
yeah. No, you know what? To be fair, because I had buys when we broke the high of the previous
Yeah,
15-minute candle. So, price was looking so good to push up, and then it ended
yeah,
up
yeah.
retracing. And then, obviously, once it closed below, I was managing the risk, and then it broke below this previous 15-minute candle. I was like, okay, now I'm out of this trade. And then I was thinking, okay, well, once this 15-minute candle closed bearish, I was like, well, this is actually signaling a reversal structure now. So as this candle was coming up, I was like, okay, well, I hate to take the opposite trade, but I mean, this is clearly a rejection at this point, right? Because
Yes.
if
Yeah.
London Open was going to take us up, we would have filled this wick with no confirmation and continued up. Um, but it ended up coming down, so I took sells, and then I had I think the sales made sense because we had the rejection, we closed below this support, and we had clean traffic to the left. But
Yeah.
yeah,
Yes.
if I focus on the 5 minute, I'd end up driving myself, super
Yeah.
crazy with it. Um,
Yeah.
but yeah, I
I
should have
and
left the runner. I should have left
yeah.
the runner.
I didn't left the runner as well. Oh
Yeah,
man, it's
I didn't even leave a runner. I literally closed everything at
same.
like
I think that it will be still ranging around 700 to 450. Yeah. So I didn't help the runner. Yeah. So,
yeah, man. Well, I wasn't expecting GJ to head down today, I must admit, but I
yeah.
mean, we'll see if it can
Yeah.
create some resistance below 139, 450. Then, well, I mean,
Yeah.
look at it now; it's just dropping.
It's just keep on dropping.
Yeah, I mean, below this area, we have a lot of mess to the left-hand side. Probably, maybe even this area, probably gonna come down to, but yeah. That is interesting. Yeah, I probably should have let that one lot run that I was gonna run, but then I just thought, no, I'll just get in and
Whenever
out. Yeah, because this
whenever
it was the
yeah.
the trend is bullish, so it didn't really
Yes.
make sense to hold a position
Yeah.
running, but it does now.
Yeah, but uh, actually, I took the sales also based on the higher time frame, like H4 or daily.
Oh
Yeah,
yeah, 4 hour, yeah, because the 4 hour closed. There's like a
yeah,
liquidity grab over here.
around 700. Yeah, so there's a strong rejection. So it kind of like makes sense to
Yeah,
reject. I was also tempted to take the buy that you took at London Open, but I
yeah.
think that it already, yeah, it's just I think it's on 15 time frame, yeah, and it just looked gone.
Yeah, see the buys were taken because obviously we had a resistance
Yeah,
at 139 700. This candle obviously came up, closed above this area. So when this current candle was open, it was made its bottom wick first. So basically, it was an impulse entry once we broke the high, and
yeah,
then expecting, because we had this clean move up for
yeah,
price to come up to this area. So I was expecting to secure something over here and then let a
yeah,
position run,
yeah,
because looking on the daily, like, I thought we could push higher up and even come up to fill this wick. But right now there's yeah, it looks like the cells were the play then. At least I got a
yeah.
piece of it.
Yes.
Took a sell. Yeah, so I had buys once we broke the high of this 15-minute, or basically once the 30-minute candle flipped over here, pushed into profits, and then obviously closed below this minor resistance. So obviously I managed the risk, and then as it came down to break the low, came out the full position, and then we had the confirmation for sales at that point because, you know, we closed below support, rejection, failed to break previous high, clean candles to the left. So these sells, yeah, I wish that didn't happen, because then I would have just taken the sells and it would have been a good day. But yeah, looks like, yeah, it's coming down over here. So yeah, my entry was around here, and then I closed positions at 139.500. And it was nice because the stop could be 10 pips above the previous candle, and boom. But yeah, look at this runner. 35 pip runner right now. Mad. So yeah, don't worry guys. Do you know what? I was saying obviously last week that I'm going to start the stream earlier after the new year, but I'm thinking maybe to change that to from next week, just because I am getting up early and I'm just kind of sitting here on the charts, and then I'm wandering off, and so yeah, I might as well just start the stream a bit earlier if that's okay with you guys.
Yeah, there's even quite some big volume in pre-London, like 7, 8. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean I wouldn't get up at that early. I'm not gonna be up from like 6, but I'll probably start the stream at like maybe 7:30, 8. So just before London Open is ideal. But yeah, but see, it looked so good because it moved so quick, and I was thinking, here we go. You know, if I was up in profits, I was thinking, yeah, brilliant. But then no. If I'm looking for shorts now, what would be the ideal scenario? The ideal scenario would be let price make a low, retrace, form some resistance, and then retest this low. That is the, yeah. I want to check out gold here in a minute too. Oh, gold's trying to move bullish. Ooh, 30-minute. Okay, I'm going to do some analysis on gold here in a sec. What time would it start? I think 7:30, 8. Probably, yeah, maybe even 7:45. But probably what I'll do is start the stream at 7:30, and then, you know, I'm gonna get properly prepared and ready to start the day at like 7:30. Sorry, 7:45. Oh. I took that buy, got stopped at a BE, was going to take the sales, but wanted to see the setup work more for me to be more confident in taking it. Yeah, I think the buys looked really good, and then obviously the whole point was the buys were invalid because now there was sell confirmation. I think that's why I had the confidence to go switch my bias. Otherwise, I would have, you know, just left the sells because it wouldn't have made sense to take a sell right after you took a buy. But on this occasion, yeah, I would say that it made sense. Oh, God. Where are you from, bro? Is it London? Yes, I'm from London. London. Let's check out the FTSE this morning. Took a little bit of a dive since pre-London. GJ's just... Oh, GJ's dropping into that next range. Look at this. I can't believe I didn't... Man, who would have expected this? I didn't. Oh, look at that, 1 hour. Is there Brexit news or something trying to get priced in today? In fact, let's go to Forex Factory. Ooh, I think it's looking maybe a little bit things like this. Maybe they're expecting a no deal. Would make sense. Yeah, so I think if people are looking for sells, I would wait for some resistance to form and then continue down to retest this low. Would it be a good idea to buy above 139,800? Yeah, I mean, above 139,800, we have clean traffic coming up to 139,950, right? So yeah, that would make sense, but I mean, right now it doesn't look like we're gonna get there. Well, not yet, anyway. I mean, this could be like a hard time frame liquidity grab, but oh god, I was up late last night. Once we break 139, 170 and create resistance, then I mean we could correct, you know, a lot of this bullish move up, because you know, if we think below 139, 170, we have a clean 20 pip range. We do have this minor support, but then at the same time you could argue, you know, that a resistance formed here would be enough to take price further down. So yeah, I would say that I would be looking for more how could I catch sells right now, because the buys are out of the water right now. Yeah, that's it. So I was gonna do a little breakdown on gold. Morning. Okay, let's look at the daily time frame on gold. So looking at the daily time frame, it does look like the daily candle closed below this previous resistance. So basically it's closed within this range. So I think gold should continue moving down to around 1795. Would make sense. But it can push up as well. So we're only just thinking at this point. So what's the point at which, you know, it may want to continue down? Well, we can see the current 4 hours broken the high of the previous 4 hour, but this could be a liquidity grab for some further downside. So we do need to, if we remove this, so we need to respect this area for price to continue down. We also need to break this area for price to continue up. But at the same time, we could argue that, you know, we need to basically break this support, because right now it's just kind of consolidating, and then once we break this, we should continue down. We have a clean range around 83 pips when we look left, even on the 4 hour. Right, we have clean traffic on the 4 hour time frame. We can adjust this a little bit. And then what we want to do is we want to go to the 1 hour time frame, and what we're going to see on the 1 hour, it looks like this 1 hour candle is rejecting this area now. See this area to the left? Looks like we're rejecting. We have a support form down over here around 1804. Looking at the 30-minute time frame, yeah, it looks like a potential fake out, because we had resistance over here around 1812, and now this 30-minute candle is coming down to break the low of the previous 30-minute candle, right? So we have a support down at 1804. So once we break that support, and then when we look left, yeah, we have a clean run of candles running from 1806 all the way down to around 1799, somewhere around there. So what we'll do is we'll just remove this, and then we can adjust these zones. So we have a minor support over here, and then we have another range. Let's just go with somewhere down over here, right? So yeah, we have a couple of targets there for sells. I feel like gold should continue dropping, but for buys, let's go back quick. So for buys, obviously what we would need is we need this candle to close above this area for price to continue moving up. Because if we look at the 1 hour, this is a rejection. 30-minute is rejecting. So yeah, we need to wait and see. Looking at the 15-minute, potentially could be a liquidity grab because, you know, gold just does do things like that. So we'll keep an eye on that. Keep a little eye on that. So that's gold. GJ, what's GJ doing? GJ's got like 2 minutes left to close. I think right now it's made a low. So if it can form resistance below 139, 440, then, you know, we could even execute sells because we have a nice clean 16 pip range at that point. So we'll see. Right now price is making a low. Let's go to Euro JPY. Looking on the daily time frame, looks like we're rejecting this area now, this resistance on the daily time frame. Looking at the 4 hour, it looks like we've come up to this area. Looks like we're rejecting it. We also have a support over here to the left hand side. Probably need to break this support for EJ to correct some of this bullish move. Yeah, it looks like we are rejecting this resistance over here at 124.450. We also have another minor support within this range where price looks like it's trying to come down to break below to maybe retest this support at 124.150. Looking on the 30-minute time frame, yeah, same thing. So yeah, EJ is just ranging right now, but once it breaks this support, there's a very high chance at that point it should continue down to 124.150, which is around 14 pips away. So yeah, we'll keep an eye on that. Looking at the FTSE, we're at support right now, so just have to see how we react. Did create some, you know, resistance as well, so keep an eye on that. But let's just focus on gold and GJ for the minute. I think we could see, yeah, we'll see how gold sets up. GJ. Ideally, we'd want, you know, some form of low to be created, retracement, resistance to form, and then, you know, we have clean range to retest the low. How long are you gonna do live streams? Probably for. Well, I don't have any plans on stopping doing it, so I suppose, yeah, till probably till it just gets too much, but I don't think it could really ever get to that stage. Yeah, I don't really see. Yeah, it's cool. So looking at the 15-minute and the 30-minute, looks like gold's done a little bit of a fake out over here, so it should continue moving down. So we have like a 80-70 pip range, right, for gold to continue down. May want to create some form of top wick first. Or even if it can create some resistance in this area, it's going to be even better. GJ, looks like GJ 15-minute closed a week bearish. I know probably some people would have taken buys over here, but I think it's pretty risky because we have this. I'd rather wait for a sell, resistance to form, for price to continue down. So yeah, let's see what's going on with gold. Um, do you take counter trades? I tried taking shorts on Monday. I tried taking shorts on a Monday and really bullish day. Price was up 7 pips, then got caught out. Clean candles until 138,400, but hit 138,500 and continued up. I think you know about this trade. We were talking on Monday about it. Okay, was this GJ? Let's take a look. What day was Monday? Would have been the 23rd, right? Was it somewhere over here? I think it would have been somewhere over here. Yeah, you should have got 10 pips there because the entry on this area was, either on the retest over here, it was an impulse entry. So if you look, once it broke the low of this candle, which is where I said to take the impulse entry, it pushed down 13 pips into profit. So you should have been able to secure something before it reversed. But yeah, even this candle here pushed down. So you didn't need to reduce the risk at any of these points because candles kept printing bearish. But obviously, you could say that from the entry it pushed around 12 pips down to this wick before. Okay, you could arguably say you might want to, when you see this candle, you're not probably gonna like staying in the trade, but it did push down a fair bit before reversing. But yeah, this is just a hard time frame liquidity grab. That's all it is. But we had the confirmation for sales. But this is why it's just not going to always reach these targets. Even with the clean candles, it's not about. It's just probability aspect. There's some things going on that we just can't control. But yeah, it still should have been a winning trade for you though. So yeah, maybe if we see what gold does. Gold should continue down. Is it safe to take counter trend trades though next time? Because it seems like I always get caught out on the counter trend. Yeah, I think it works. I mean, it worked this morning. This is counter trend trade. Trend is bullish. Played out. They do play out. I think with counter trend, maybe you could be a little bit more cautious when it comes to securing profits. I think that's probably going to help you. Safe when it's ranging right. The counter trend trades, not when it's strongly trending like today's push down. Yeah, but it's still in an uptrend. I mean, if you think about it, we was at the high point to push higher, but just failed to do so. And we have a lot of areas of liquidity, but we did end up coming down. So yeah. Okay, let's check this chart out. I think, yeah, you sent me the wrong code there. I need the other code, but I'll try and do it for you anyway. Okay. So we've got gold 15-minute. In case of a close below resistance, taking sells on retest. Okay, yeah, makes sense. Obviously, yeah, I think it does make sense. It does make sense. I personally think that we're going to see some form of so I think what we're going to see is some form of I think we're going to see maybe some form of like weak bullish candle, right? You know, close at this level. And then the next one to reject and then start to clean this range out. Like something like this. You know, I think that's what we're going to see on gold. Haven't seen this sort of setup before. That's what I'm kind of looking. If something like that happens, then I would execute on gold. You know, if this candle closes like a weak bullish back in the range, creating that minor resistance, and then as the next one breaks this low, it should continue down. Would you take by yesterday GJ's support? I don't. When yesterday? No, in this range I wouldn't. Nowhere in this range, because you know we had the buys and they just didn't play out, and then the buys actually came later on in the day. But yeah, no, I wouldn't have bought off support because it just was ranging. So yeah, let's wait for this 15-minute candle to close on gold. It may even be this candle, you know, flips bearish and continues down. But I like to wait for this candle to close. Is it important to consider quarter points, like for example 139, 500, 140, because price can reject there on counter trend? Not really sure what you mean by that. To be honest, suppose price moving up and then we take trades on retracement, but make sure to get profits in on quarter points. Yeah, I don't know. I'm not really sure what you mean by quarter points, but I mean, yeah, I'm not really sure. I think what you need to just focus on is the like key levels. You know, like this is a key level. This is also a key level. This is a key level. Yeah, I just focus on the key levels. The key levels are just a range of prices. You know, it's not like how it happened Monday. No, I don't think you need to worry about a quarter of this push. No, because a lot of the times, right? Let's say we broke below the support, right? There's a higher probability that we will come back down to this area, which we've seen happen a lot of times. This just suggests there's lack of volume for price to continue down. You got to think, price moved up, right? And for price to correct this move, we would need some substantial bearish volume to correct this move. So it started off, we had the volume, and ever so slightly, it just faded and faded until more bullish volume came into the market, right? So, no, I won't worry about it like that. I would just say, look, no matter how big the range is, 30 pips, 50 pips, 80 pips, secure profits and let positions run. Because if you didn't secure over here, then price reversed on you. So yeah, looks like gold, maybe if gold sets up a nice resistance formation back in this range, then man, sales could be really, really sweet. GJ, I think people need to wait for some resistance to form. Okay, so if we look at gold, now, candle closed bullish, but it closed like a weak bullish candle. Looking at the 30 minutes obviously still open. So yeah, I think if this candle can create a top wick first, but if it does break the low of the previous 15-minute candle, I think there's a very high probability that we should first of all come down, fill this wick at 1809, and then continue moving down. But I'll wait to see if it can create some form of top wick first anyway. Would you accept resistance on 5 minute or that 2 week? No, 2 week. Gold moving, yeah, gold should move. EJ creating a resistance at this support. Can continue moving down at this point. So GJ, I'm just waiting for resistance to form on GJ for price to continue moving down. That is all I'm waiting for. If that happens, then it happens. Oh, looks like gold's coming down to maybe break the low. Probably want to wait for this candle to close. Yeah, that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to wait for this candle to close on gold. looks like the Dow. It's got support over here. So yeah, just a little bit more waiting involved over here for the minute. But yeah, just a reminder, guys, make sure everyone is subscribed to the YouTube channel. Really, really important. What could the reason for the previous bearish candle cause? There is no news. Yeah, I mean, there's no news, but you know, these moves can happen just off of things that we don't know about, you know. So, I mean, I'm presuming I think it's because of this, personally, because you know these type of announcements, they just don't signal. It's not optimistic, you know. It's kind of like, yeah, it just creates more like uncertainty, you know. Cannot say if there will be a deal. It's almost like I can't say there will be a deal because, you know, it's not looking good or whatever. But yeah, it's not optimistic. If it was talks of, oh, we have nearly reached a deal, you know, it's optimistic. But I cannot say at this point is almost like, yeah, it's not looking good. And then obviously if we have a no deal Brexit or anything like that, it's gonna make markets go pretty wild. on GJ, should one wait for 15-minute bearish to form to take short once it breaks the low of the previous? I think that's up to you. You can either wait for the 15-minute, you can wait for the 30-minute candle to close. It really all depends. In times of, you know, a lot of a volume like this, some form of 15-minute candle closing bearish usually does the trick. But the only thing I'm concerned about at this point is here's where the 15-minute closed at 139, 114, which even if we do close bearish here is only 6 pips away. Obviously, if we do continue down back to 139, 270, yeah, that's your 10 pips. But I'm a little bit concerned of this minor support, but it should be okay. Anyway, let's just see how obviously the candle closes, etc. Check out gold. Yeah, looks like gold's failing to break the low, so no sells yet. May even be the 30-minute needs to create some resistance, or. But yeah, looks like you could miss this move over here. You could miss the move. HFX, can you please advise me a broker, please? Yeah, if you look on the screen, there's a broker there called Blackball Markets. They are my recommended trusted broker. I know them personally. Really great broker. So there is a link in the description. So if you want to check them out, they're very good. Very similar to some other big names. So yeah, if this support was somewhere over here, then I think the sells would have made more sense. But yeah, there's a lot of mess here in this area. There's a lot of mess. Very cautious of this mess. We'll come back to gold in a minute. Let's just wait to see how the 15-minute candle closes on GJ. So if you entered a trade on the GJ on the 15-minute, did you manage to trade on 5-minute? Sometimes, yeah, sometimes. So okay, let's give an example. If I was to look for sells over here now, let's say I'm taking sells somewhere over here. Let's just say this is where the 15-minute candle closes. What I'm looking for is, okay, let's say the stop loss is above this area. First of all, if we break the high of this previous 5-minute, right, then the probability is going to be a lot harder, right? Because this candle had no wick to the top. There was no range. I know it's the 5-minute, but it was a strong candle, right? Since the open, it came down and it closed bearish, broke the low. So I would say that if I was managing the trade, you know, I would say, okay, as long as we respect the high of this candle, I can hold position. If it breaks this high, I may want to reduce risk a little bit, and then giving way to overall candle to the next candle to close. But this particular example is probably a bit hard because there's not really a lot to go off. But usually if there's some wicks and stuff, I look at that as an overall area. Yeah, it looks like people who are looking for sales may be missing this move right now. Maybe some people getting in on the break of the low. Only concern is this support to the left, but if we do continue down, we should continue moving down to 139, 170. If it's going to break this low and continue down, it should move down to 139, 170. Gold trying to create some resistance. Need to see a little bit more of a rejection to the upside. That's what I want to see. So I think a nice close here is going to be good. So looking at GJ, the 15-minute candle closed bearish. Looking at 30-minute candle still open. Previous 30-minute though, it closed like a weak bullish candle, right? Closed like a weak bullish candle. So I think, yeah, I mean, if we break the low of the previous 30-minute, there's probably a higher probability at that point we're gonna break through this support and then continue down to 139, 170. Looking at gold, looks like the previous 30-minute closed bullish. 15-minute, see, this is the thing, the 15-minute created a resistance, but the next one's already come up to break the high. So probably what I'm going to do is look for a break of the low of the previous 30-minute candle somewhere over here to continue down. Which is, yeah, break of the low of the previous 15 and the previous 15 before that. But yeah, GJ should continue moving down. Just didn't like these sells at the moment. Stop would have been pretty big. Actually, no, not really. Stop would have been okay. Just in terms of the target, I am, yeah. Well, there you go. Anyway, looks like it's doing that. 30-minute broke the low of the previous 30 minutes. So I think it should come down and fill this wick and then continue down to 139, 170 for sure. Anybody getting those sells? Anybody in sells? Oh, nice. Look at this push here on GJ. Didn't take these sells. Didn't take these sells. Wait, I was just too cautious of this area to the left. Took this UJ. Where would your target be? Okay, 2 secs. Okay, Harman got in a sell. Very nice. Oh no. Wrong one. Okay. USD JPY 15-minute time frame. I would say that I would look to secure something maybe. See, the thing is, this is probably not a really big range, but we do have an area here to the left. When we stretch this out, this is a zone. So this is clearly why we have reacted at this low point over here, because price failed to break this area. So once we break this support, so personally, I would first of all secure something at the low. Second of all, I would be like, okay, once we break that low, okay, looking left, we have clean candles, and then we have some issues right over here. So maybe around 104, 280, 270, something like that. And then I think once it breaks this level, we can, you know, come down and reach your liquidity zone and then down over here. So yeah, I'd say these are your two areas where price can have some issues on its way down. People going sells, nice. Yeah, makes sense. Does make sense. Didn't like it myself, but does make sense. I didn't like this trade because of these wicks to the left. This area is very messy to the left. We had a lot of consolidation here. So I think, yeah, I mean, it's a very high probability trade. It's going to work out. It should continue down to 170, agreed. But just, yeah, not liking it. I'd rather wait for, oh, looks like gold is pushing up. So it looks like gold sells right after picture, which is fine. Look at the 1 hour. Maybe even be this the second attempt for gold to continue up. See, if gold breaks up, it should continue bullish to 1822. Took a smaller normal risk, 0.5% instead of standard 1% on this sell. Stop loss of 6 pips on the 5-minute time frame, just seeing how this trade would play out. Yeah, I mean at this point, to be honest with you, yeah, it has no reason to come back above this area. It should just continue pushing down and retest this low at 139,200. How can I cut my losses if this GJ short doesn't work out? Close the trade if it breaks 15-minute high. It's up to you. I mean, to be honest, I think you're good at this point. Like, in terms of the position where it is, I think it should just continue down. But I would say, okay, let's say your entry's taken off the close. You're already up 8 pips. You know, I would just say if it comes back to your entry point. Alright, let's put it this way. I would say it has no business flipping bullish at this point. Because we've already pushed down, we've already broke the low. We're on our way to fill this wick. You know, and then once we fill the wick, we can continue down to 139, 170. So, yeah, I think at this point you're going to be completely fine there. I wouldn't be worried. Looks like these sells are going to play out nice. Yeah, I was happy to miss these. Despite me wanting to take sells and look for sells, it just, yeah, this area to the left was too concerning for me. But looks like it did play out. I wish I left my runner, man, all the way from up over here. We'd be up around 40 pips right now. Incredible. Does the London stock market 9:30 a.m. opening have high impact on GJ? Not like literally, but yeah, there is some obviously correlation there. But the FTSE's already open. FTSE opens at, oh, it might be a different time. I'm not gonna. But yeah, no, that definitely has an impact. They definitely, yeah, definitely. Looks like it broke down over there, the FTSE. My stop loss at current candle right now. Yeah, see, yeah, maybe doing like some form of retest on the 5-minute or something. Yeah, I just was so cautious of this area, but it did make sense. I think it should, yeah. Anyway, we'll let this play out. Keep an eye on gold. Looks like gold buys. As it came up to break the high, was the push there. But pretty hard to catch considering it was closing below resistance. But we'll see. Gold. EJ also dropped. Like I was saying, create resistance at the support for price to continue down. So it looks like probably GJ is going to keep pushing over here. So yeah, congratulations to anyone who caught those sells. You should be securing positions at this point. And then letting a piece run. I hope people are securing profits at this point. There we go. It's coming down to fill the wick. And then next stop, 139, 170. Yeah, these sells did make sense looking back. I think you should be looking to put stops at break even and see where it can go. Yeah, well done, guys. Congratulations to those you caught those sells. It's pretty good. But I was not one to participate. I did not participate. Oh, looks like GCAD kind of done the same thing. GCAD looked very similar to GJ this morning. Projections. Nice work. Man, I should have left the runner. The sells were taken up over here. And then we had this whole drop to catch. Look how much price has moved since the entry. Crazy. Yeah, I think if the whole move's gonna get corrected, like if we're gonna see a huge bearish push today, then I mean we could come down to 138.950 once we break this area. But yeah, maybe we're not gonna. I don't know. Maybe we're gonna need New York to push us further. But yeah, I think people really need to make sure they've secured positions, because the last thing you want is to get caught in a retracement and then think, damn, I didn't secure. Trust me. I've been there. First session just described. Thank you, Darren. Appreciate that. Yeah, very nice, guys. Very nice. Feel like a proud dad. I'm joking, but yeah, looks like gold's trying to create some support in this area for potential continuation up. Yeah, so it looks like we have a minor resistance here too. So I think once we break this minor resistance, gold can continue moving bullish. Or if we break this minor support now at 1810, we're going to continue moving down. Right. Anyway, guys, I'm literally be back in a minute. I just need to go grab a drink. Do you trade SPX? I want to learn how that one moves. No, I don't trade SPX. I think is that Bitcoin or something? No, I don't trade that. I always open 2 positions for the same trade. Say 2 times 1%. Close first once 10 pips a hit. Let second run. It works really well because can always close second if starts to retrace. Nice. Very nice. Please, yeah, I'll talk about trading journey and stuff like that in a minute. Let me go grab my drink and then I can, yeah, we can talk about that. So yeah, there we go. 139, 170 target reached. Very nice. Very, very nice. Right, I'll be back in a moment. Sorry about that, guys. Look at gold. Gold's just ranging right now. Okay. Sir, please tell how did your trading journey start? Yeah, I can talk about it briefly. So I started trading in 2017, properly 2017. Taking me nearly 4 years to get to where I am. So I think just straight off the bat there, you know, you can definitely argue that It is not a it's not a walk in the park, and it doesn't take 5 minutes. It takes a very long time. And it's about the repetition, the consistency, doing the same thing over and over again. So I've been kind of trading the same way now for 3 years. Um, After kind of always focusing on breakouts and price action, has just led me to the way I trade now. Really, I had a whole year of just losing, constant losing, blown accounts, and yeah. Do you know what? I think if you're really looking, if you're really looking for, if you really want to hear about trading journey and some of the obstacles, and things like that, then go check out my podcast with Conscious Trader. I'm gonna put it up. I'm gonna put it up on the screen.
People get dragged into it.
Oh, there we go. Oh no, that's not me.
People get dragged into it.
Hang on. Okay, so if you want to listen to about the trading journey, and how to become profitable, and just in general, give this a listen. Obviously you don't have to, but save me repeating myself all the time. There is so much in here for you to take from. Just talks about the whole journey, what I went through, how I became profitable. So give this a watch. And it's with the Conscious Trader. Yeah, definitely worth a watch. Looks like Euro JPY will also continue moving down. So did GCAD, GJ. Yep. See you later, Ash. No worries. See you tomorrow. Yeah, appreciate that. Yeah, people can drop a like on the stream. That'd be fantastic. And make sure people are subscribed as well. We nearly hit that 1K subscribers. Looks like gold is maybe trying to break up. I have to see how the candle closes. I definitely think we could reach 1818. Seems to be some area where price continued further down from. So we'll see. Oh, FTSE also dropping here along with GBP. Makes sense. So clearly no optimism. More borrowing. More borrowing from the Bank of England. Yeah, looks like gold should continue moving bullish at this point. 30 minutes created a support. 1 hour. 1 hour came up to fill the wick. Should continue moving bullish now. Just need to break the high of the previous 15 minute. If you're looking at GJ now, it's just creating another low. So I think that the best sells are going to be below 139, 170. That's going to be the best area for sells. A nice strong resistance, and then should continue moving down. Yep. See you, Aaron. Looks like gold's just ranging right now. Yeah, we've got around another 50 minutes here. Just to chill out. See what happens. Okay, well, we just chill out here for a bit. Let's put some music on. We need to work out how to have this a lot quieter in the background. Something I'm going to do the weekend. I want the playlist. Looks like GJ's coming down. If it breaks the low of the previous 15-minute candle, can also continue further bearish. Does that mean gold is moving? No, not yet. It would seem like gold is just ranging now at this point. GJ also just ranging. FTSE still dropping. FTSE closed below this area. We have a clean candle to the left hand side. See if the FTSE can also continue moving down. This was your area for sales on the FTSE, because we had a 15-minute candle. We had this 15-minute candle come down, closed below this area. This kind of did some form of retest, and then we look left and we see we had this clean move coming up from kind of around this area. So we have this clean move to the left hand side here, and this is where we got this clean move coming right down to the same area. Really nice there. In the time that I've watched the FTSE now, I've seen this happen very rarely. Maybe 1 or 2 times out of 10 will it mirror this. It's very hard for the FTSE to do these clean moves, but it did make sense. So I think currently, if the current 15-minute breaks the low of the previous 15-minute, we should see a nice symmetry move of that move to the left hand side coming down over here too. Like gold is trying to drop. 15-minute candle closed at this area. So we will need to wait for maybe the first 15-minute candle to close. Just ranging right now. So GJ is continuing down. It's broken the low of the previous 15-minute candle after the candle closed very weak bullish. Is GJ gonna continue dropping? When the stream starts earlier, will it still end the same time? Yeah, probably. Yeah, I think the next target is 139, 120, and then if it can retrace from there, create some further resistance, I think GJ is going to continue down to 138, 950. So yeah, be nice to see close below this area, some more resistance created. I think it can continue moving further, but it's moved quite a lot, so it's moved quite a lot. Got 8 minutes left for the 15-minute candle to close on GJ. Yeah, I'll be very careful though here, Fo, because prices already moved down quite a lot. I wouldn't be looking for like a retest. I would be looking for a further resistance because we have a minor support here to the left-hand side as well. So I'll just keep that in mind. But yeah, those that second sells over there were great. Man, I really wish I left that runner running because I should have been, yeah, that would have been really nice. The one day I choose not to. Do you think this 15-minute wick might be a problem? No, I don't think it's going to be a problem. I think that it's coming down to fill this wick, and if it can create some resistance, it's going to be better because, you know, there was no confirmation for this push down. GJ dropping. Oh yeah, GJ's back. Oh damn, look at this. Craziness. Man, I definitely should have left the runner running. Yeah, just be curious to see if we close kind of at this area, because we have like another minor area here. So if we stay below this area, then we have nothing to the left hand side. Yeah, we got around another 15 pips to the downside. We'll see. So it would seem as if the 15-minute candle closed below this area. I mean, there is nothing stopping price coming down to 138.950 now at this point. But it's extremely difficult to get an entry at this area. I think the best thing is obviously going to be to wait for a resistance to form. But I mean, yeah, it is what it is.
How you going, mate?
How's it going, bro? You alright?
Yeah, mate, not bad, thank you.
Good.
Sorry, I'm late, mate. Work's
That's
finding the work. I've missed most of the streams, so
Yeah, it's
I can make it this one the end of it. So yeah.
Yeah, no worries, mate. We're coming up to the end soon anyway.
That's it. Yeah.
Yeah, looks like GJ sells were the move here today. 60 pip drop. Crazy.
Have you taken sales, mate, or earlier on?
Yeah, I had sells up over here, but that was after I had a losing trade because I had buys once we were breaking up above the high, and then it pushed into profits, and then as you can see retraced, and then once this candle came down and closed below, I was like, okay, well actually now there's a much higher probability of us coming down. Looks like a clear rejection. So as this candle was coming up, I executed the sell, and then yeah, I closed everything like down over here, but I mean it's just carried on running really. It's a bit annoying,
Nice though,
but
mate. Nice
yeah,
trade.
I mean, pretty good day. Yeah, I mean, we'll see if GJ can continue down to 138.950. If it can create some more resistance, I think it can do. Looks like gold's retracing. I think, yeah, the 30-minute candle close with no wick to the bottom. Probably want to wait for some resistance to form below this level. It's going to be better. Yeah, let's just focus on GJ for a minute as we're coming into the last 9 minutes.
I just sent you a little chart, mate. Could you tell me your thoughts on it? It's a very basic chart. I haven't put much into it, mate.
Yeah,
It gives
yeah.
the general idea of it is what I'm looking at.
Yeah, of course. Yeah, send it.
I think I sent it in the chat, did I?
Oh, okay. Yeah, sure.
Should be there. If not, tell me and I'll send it
No,
again.
I've got it. Let me put it over.
Sweet.
Nice. Okay. So it's a 30-minute GJ. 30-minute support. Now resistance.
That's a very vague support line. That general area though is where I'm looking to.
Yeah, I would agree. I would just say that I would be cautious of this area here to the left. We have a lot of wicks that you can kind of see. So I would be cautious of that area. But yeah, I mean, yeah, it makes sense because then you have this zone, and then once we break this zone, we have further clean traffic coming down to this support. So I would definitely agree. I just think we need to stay below this support here, this zone, 139.200 for price to continue down, because otherwise, you know, we're still in an uptrend technically because price hasn't made a low yet. So yeah, I mean, yeah, it looks good. I would just say that if we start to see a pullback and a strong resistance form, you know, then that's going to be a higher chance. But yeah, I don't see anything wrong with that one, mate.
Sweet. Cheers, mate.
Idea. Yeah,
Thank
no
you.
worries.
I think the range is probably big enough too. I was worried the range, but you can get a decent entry. The range is about 20 pips, so.
Yeah, this current range.
Oh, more. Oh,
Yeah,
20
it's
pips,
around
yeah.
17 pips. And
Yeah.
then, yeah, if it breaks past this and then it fills that range that we were just talking about, then, yeah, that with that extra range, it's another 12 pips on top.
Yeah. Nah. Even just to get to that first one you marked, that's still what, 18 pips. So
Yeah.
even if you get down to there, yeah.
Yeah. I think if I'm going to take sells, I'm going to wait for some more resistance, but I probably won't, to be honest, at this point. Because it's already moved
Fair
so
enough.
much. See, when it moves so much, the only thing that I would say is we would maybe need like a proper 30-minute resistance, because this is just a strong push. This is your liquidity grab, further push. So now I think you're going to maybe need to wait for some strong confirmation or strong resistance to form, and then it may do it then, you know. So yeah, we'll wait till like 11 as we usually do, another 20 minute about 20 minutes, and then see where it's at.
Sweet. Thank you.
Yeah, no worries, no worries.
Your by the way, mate, your trade review thing you posted to the group, your end of week, that was fire, mate. So I
Oh, yeah?
definitely I got lots from that, so I appreciate that.
Oh, perfect. Oh, that's great. Nice.
Walking us through how you took the trades and whatnot. So yeah,
Yeah.
shout out to that.
Oh, fantastic. No, I appreciate that. I mean, they actually helped me as well, you know. So I think you should try and do your own as well, you know. Look at all the trades that you took in a week. Do your own little review as well, because then you're like that's like, yeah, you know what I'm trying to say, don't you?
Yeah, mate. Yeah.
Imagine having, you know, like looking at my trades review, looking at the mistakes that I made, and then looking at your own entries, your own mistakes. Like, that's just, yeah, you can't. That's just,
Can't top it, really.
yeah, exactly.
Is it gonna be a weekly thing, you reckon, mate, or
Sorry,
you don't know yet? You'll wait.
say that again.
Do you think it'll be like a every week you'll go through it, or is it just a
Yeah.
one-off?
Yeah, no. It was kind of like a first time, and then I just to kind of see how it went, to see if it was something worth doing. And yeah, I got a lot from it, and then I got a lot of good feedback from the group. So yeah, man, definitely every week we'll do
Sweet.
it. Probably wouldn't be like at a specific time, but it would just be over the weekend at some point. I'll take a look at all the trades and call out where the entries were, put exactly where the stop loss was. So all of these things just allow you to improve. You know, it's almost like that constant just drumming improvement, and then before long it just becomes second nature.
Perfect, mate. Thank you.
Yeah, no problem. Yeah, I want to see a nice strong resistance. That's gonna be really good. Looks like we reacted to this wick to the left. So yeah, nice strong resistance, and then this whole range should get filled, and we should continue further. Sorry, I just got back to the stream. Taking shorts on 30-minute break and close would be a good idea since now it's retracing. I would say that I think if people are looking for sales at this point, we need a resistance formed, probably something a little bit stronger than these situations here, because price has already moved so much. Plus, we don't know where the 1 hour is going to close. So, yeah. Patience. Patience, patience. But yeah, as we're coming into the last 15 minutes or so, I hope everyone is subscribed to the YouTube channel. We're going to be doing that Magic Keys giveaway at 1,000 subscribers, so make sure you're subscribed. Just another reminder there, the mentorship is going to reopen on the 1st of December. Just a quick note on that, just to make myself clear now. So it will be open, as I say, from the 1st of December. And then after the new year, so after January, the new year, the price will be going up. Bit of a personal choice, just because it's not even like, it's like people signing up isn't a priority for me or anything like that. So for people to want to learn, it's like it requires a lot more of my time and things like that. So I kind of prefer having a smaller group, but I know a lot of people, I get a lot of messages, people keen to sign up and stuff. So just kind of, yeah, don't really want one of those big groups, you know, with a lot of people and constant attention. So I want more of a filtered group with people who are, you know, a lot more independent. I can just post things and, you know, they can kind of take kind of what I've got now. Just I just don't want it to yeah, get a little bit too much. So there's just a little bit of a choice. But yeah, so that's gonna happen after the new year. More on that. The website is gonna be changed. So there's gonna be improved new website. Well, it's not gonna be new, but it's gonna be updated. Let's put it that way, with a lot more information. Oh, look at GJ now, man, crazy. So yeah, just a couple reminders there. What time you thinking of starting streams next week? Probably 7:30, 8. But I will let everyone know on the weekend on Instagram. So make sure you, if you don't follow me on Instagram, and then I will post it on my story. What time this stream will start? But I'm gonna say probably 7:30 is when it's gonna start. I think 7:30 is good. Gives us half an hour to prep up before London Open, and so yeah, I'm gonna probably go 7:30. Price can reject 139 psychological level as well before reaching 138 and 50. Yeah, that's very true. 139 is a very strong psychological level, for sure. So that's why I just want to wait for some nice strong resistance to form, maybe on the 30-minute time frame, and then I can anticipate some further downside. But yeah, probably gonna wait for a 30-minute bearish close to create some strong resistance. Would you want to see as a strong? Yeah, it needs to be strong because look, we failed to break previous high. Price came down, no 30-minute resistance, came down, closed weak bullish, broke that low. So even now, the only resistance that has been created has been on the 15-minute, but they've been so hard to almost anticipate. You know, here we had a break of the low. This one, it kind of closed at the minor support. We had a support here. So I think the best outcome is going to be a nice strong 30-minute bearish close, and then anticipate the next one to continue further down. Oh, look at this 30-minute candle flip on GJ. Looking at the 15-minute. If this 15-minute candle closes bearish, I mean, we could finish this whole range. Yeah, if this 15-minute candle closes below this minor support, then this could be the last opportunity for price to continue moving down. Yeah, let's wait for the candle to close, I think, at this point. I mean, if it does continue running, that is just very unfortunate, but I think the best thing to do is wait for the candle to close, to be honest. Just to be cautious. So I'm going to wait the 6 minutes. I'm going to wait the 6 minutes. Just... yeah. I think it's going to be better to wait. Okay, we got around 3 minutes left for the candle to close. If it closes strong, then there is a very high probability the next candle should continue down to 138.950. But it can run from this point. Looking at the 30-minute, it's now broken the low. So yeah, it can continue. However, I think I'm going to be cautious and wait for the 15-minute candle to close. But if I miss the move, why wouldn't you take it on the break of the low? I don't want to take it on the break of the low because, you know, this would really be selling at the low. I mean, look, we've pushed down, made a low, so yeah, I don't know how many more times it's just gonna. It's riskier to take the entry over here. Is this pre-recorded or actually live? Just asking. Well, the fact I answered your question, I think proves that it's live. 5-minute candle close bearish, strong one. Yeah, don't look at the 5-minute. How long do you think it can drop today? Well, I think it can at least. I think we should see 138.950. I'm not sure if we're gonna get all the way down to 138.800, but looks like it's gonna leave me out here. That's right. At the end of the day, like, I know that if I took this sell and it didn't work out, I'd be like, yeah, I sold at the low. So obviously times of high volume can work, but yeah, I need it to close somewhat strong, and then I can anticipate the next candle to also continue moving down. So I'll wait for the close. If we missed the move, we missed the move. That's it. Most of the moves already happened. So this is the final droplets of the squeeze. So I don't want to be risking, a lot of money on, don't want to be selling at the low. I wanted to wait for the candle to close. So if it does go, then that's it. Is what it is. Which it would seem like is gonna happen. It's got around 45 seconds left to close. Hopefully it can retrace a fair bit. Pave some way for maybe the next candle to continue up. Because the next 30-minute will also maybe have to wick up as well for price to continue down. So just remember that. Coming into the last 20 seconds. What's gold doing? Gold also trying to come down, creating more resistance. So GJ's retraced. Oh, wrong account. Yeah, I mean, if this candle comes up fairly high to get a good stop loss, then it may work. If not, I think at this point the move has been missed, I would say. But I think it should continue down at this point now. But I'm happy to miss this sell. Yeah, we'll stay on for like another 5 minutes, 10 minutes, see if it can do anything else. And then we're going to call it a day. If I see a nice retracement, maybe back up to like 139, 100, somewhere like that, then I can get stop loss above this area for price to continue down. But yeah. Plus, it is the new start of the 1 hour. That is actually something I didn't think of. Yeah, it's very difficult to So 1 hour may need to do some form of retest. But then again, it may not. Very difficult to say. Yeah, I think maybe I'm just gonna call it a day, to be honest. I'm not really liking it, thinking about it. 1 hour's just opened. 30-minute just also opened. Can come anywhere kind of back up into this area and then start driving down. Something I don't want is coming right to the area where I would want it to take a position. Yeah, I'm not liking it. I'm not liking it. Yeah, I think I'm gonna miss this sell over here. Not really. Yeah, not really confident in this move. I have to say, like, partly I know it's gonna continue down, but then it's like at the same time it's like it's a new 1 hour. I know I'm gonna be, frustrated if it pulls all the way up and hits stop loss or anything like that. So I think just need to accept the day is complete. I think at this point, but that would have been a really nice entry right at the top of this wick. I mean, yeah, it would already be up around 5 pips. As soon as it hits the low, technically we're nearly at 10 pips. But yeah, anyway, guys, what do I think about gold? I think gold should continue moving down now that it's created a resistance. Once it breaks the low of this, yeah, gold sells look nice, actually. Gold sells look nice for gold to continue moving down. Because, once we break the low of this previous 30-minute, we should continue to drop. That's what I think. Yeah, I think gold's going to continue down. But anyway, guys, I'm going to call it a day here today. Got some things to be getting on with. So I think if people are in GJ sells, I would be cautious because it's the first 15 minutes of the 1 hour, so I'd be very cautious. But yeah, I think you're gonna be good to 138.950 if it does continue moving down. So yeah, wish everyone luck who's in those sells. Thanks to everyone coming on the stream today. Really appreciate it. Yeah, so we'll see you all tomorrow. 8:30 GMT. No trades on the stream here today. Had sells and buys before the stream. One loss, one win. So yeah, appreciate it, guys. Thanks very much, guys. We'll see you all tomorrow.